Hey there! If you're looking for a fun and easy way to earn rewards, including cash and prizes, check out the link in the video description.
America's deadliest mountains for hikers, climbers, and skiers have been revealed, with the nation's highest peak topping the list. Volatile weather conditions, unstable terrain, and high altitudes make the peaks dangerous and unpredictable, regardless of how well prepared visitors are. The most dangerous is Denali in Alaska with 96 fatalities and 341 accidents since 1947, according to the new study by Dr. Emma DeLauwery for high-altitude medicine and biology. In second place is M. Rainier in Washington with 87 deaths and 167 accidents, followed by M. Hood in Oregon with 47 deaths and 93 accidents. Across all of the mountains, the majority of people died after falling while hiking, but some were killed by falling rocks or avalanches. DeLauwery's study gathered and analyzed the number of incidents on each peak between 1947 and 2022, looking for seasonal and demographic trends. They found that the most dangerous mountain in the U.S. was Denali, which at over 20,000 feet is the highest peak in North America. Accidents included falls, frostbite, injuries resulting from avalanches, slipping into crevasses, and altitude sickness. DeLauwery told the Boston Globe, "Accidents can happen to anyone at any time." She said she was most surprised by how well prepared many of the victims were. "We didn't specifically collect data on this, but after reading literally thousands of these reports, I was very struck by how frequently individuals involved in the accidents were described as experienced, knowledgeable, very well prepared. Most of the victims, 82%, were men, and the majority of them were young." Last month, a mountain climber died in Denali National Park and their companion was seriously injured after falling nearly 1,000 feet from the summit of Mount Johnson. The two-person team had been climbing the 8,400-foot peak in the Denali National Park. Both individuals had been roped in and were ascending a route on the peak known as the Escalator, a steep, technical climb on the southeast face of the mountain. Another climbing party witnessed the fall and alerted the Alaska Regional Communications Center shortly before 11 p.m. The climbing party who saw the fall then descended to reach the two climbers, confirming that one of them had died. Standing at just 6,288 feet above sea level, Mount Washington in New Hampshire had the fourth most fatalities. The extreme cold and wind make the ascent treacherous for even experienced climbers. Winter conditions exist on Mount Washington through the early summer, Lieutenant Robert Mancini Jr. of the New Hampshire Fish and Game Department told the Boston Globe. Nearly each season, the summit experiences about 280 inches of snowfall, with wind-blown snow piling up to the depths of 10 to 40 feet in the east-facing ravines. The summit has recorded temperatures as low as -50 degrees Fahrenheit, -46 degrees Celsius, and an estimated wind chill of -102 degrees Fahrenheit was recorded in January 2004. In March 2024, Madison Salzberg, 20, died after falling about 600 foot down the Tuckerman Ravine on the New Hampshire mountain. Two other skiers suffered serious injuries after falling and hitting rocks and ice. And there were a number of other falls witnessed throughout the day which didn't result in serious injuries, according to the U.S. Forest Service. The day of accidents prompted search efforts that continued for hours in the dark as teams worked to rescue the injured skiers and remove Salzberg's body from the mountain. Heavy, wet snow started to fall the night before and winds began to pick up, forcing the rescuers to battle on through the worsening conditions. The snow rangers and emergency personnel were up there late last night. "They're exhausted," said Colleen Mainville, a spokesperson with the U.S. Forest Service. Tuckerman Ravine is particularly popular in the spring, when the sun begins to soften the snow. File, Tuckerman Ravine is seen at left, about 1 mile below the summit of 6,288-foot Mount Washington, in New Hampshire. On some days, hundreds of skiers and snowboarders make the 3-mile hike to the ravine, resulting in a festive atmosphere. From there it can take another hour to kick boot steps in the wall to get to the top. But risks, including open crevasses, avalanches, and rocks, have resulted in several deaths over the years. The Forest Service said Salzberg and her skiing companion encountered hard and icy snow.